All right, okay. Let's get started. Let's get the show on the road. All right, let me get this recording set up. All right, beautiful. All right, let's get started. It is May 16, 2022. It is 4:06 p.m. Eastern. I'm the Chief of Police, Sam Baas, joined with my co-detective, Ash Chief Lance Malton, and sir, who's being recorded and interviewed, can please state your name for the record.
He turned it off, Bass.
Kyle, want to play games?
Oh, my bad. You're gonna have to turn it back on. Sorry.
Sure. Actually, Malton, why don't we just do the recording on the wall above you? Would that be better?
I could set something. Actually, is there a the camera is up there. Yeah. Let me just go flick that on.
Why don't we
real
do
quick
a
in the
video
other room.
footage and audio footage in that camera? That'd be a lot better.
Yeah. I'll turn it on real quick in observation.
Oh, jeez, I didn't put didn't
That's
trim
okay.
Hey, you
today.
look great. You look great.
That's
Okay,
okay.
thank you.
I just saw that blinking red button. I'm just so used to turning it on. I was about to turn it back on. I'm just so used to being the one to press the button. It's an old habit. When I come in this room, I always press the button.
You know how to turn people off. I see how it is.
Yes, I do. Very much. Watch this. Hey, Jenny. Want to go back to my place and eat a Salisbury steak off my bed and then fuck afterwards?
What the fuck? Jesus!
She's never been more turned off ever.
Excuse me?
Because
All right.
who the fuck would find
should be
any
running
of what I
according to the
just said
text back
attractive?
there.
A lot of people do, actually. Don't you have a girlfriend? Anyways, let's go back.
I do, but I
Let's start
don't
again.
say, hey, let's go eat Salisbury steak and fuck. That doesn't sound like an appetizing
Some people just
date.
like it straightforward. It just depends on the person.
I don't
right?
think any woman would appreciate that, especially a woman as respectable as Jenny Hall. And if you are if you are trying to say that Jenny Hall is the type of woman that likes it quick and dirty, I take offense to that, sir.
I never said that. I'm saying there's just different walks
That's
of life.
that's not what it sounded like to me.
Want to be cut from the same cloth, but everybody's different. Anyways,
That's not what it sounded like to me. It sounded like you said that Jenny Hall's a quick lay, and I will not stand for that type of belittlement of a captain in my department that I care about more than life itself.
that's great. Thank you, Kyle, for sharing that. Anyways, let's get started as far as the recording. Once again, it is May 16, 2022. It is 4:09 p.m. Eastern. I'm the Chief of Police, joined by my co-detective investigator, Lance Malton, Ash Chief. And we are interviewing... Please state your name for the record, sir.
Kyle Pred.
Kyle, what is your position in the Unified Police Department?
I am sheriff of the Paleto Bay Sheriff's Office.
And how long have you
It
been
was
sheriff?
recently destroyed. I have been sheriff for 14 months.
Okay. Kyle, on May 12th...
Read him as Miranda.
That's right. How could I forget?
Mm-hmm.
Kyle, at this time, you are going to be Mirandized. Therefore, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to have an attorney present, and when in question, you can't afford one. One will be appointed to you by the state if available. Do you understand the rights?
I understand the rights very well.
I do believe you have legal representation available today, right next to you.
Yes, I do. Two fine men. And I don't mean that as that I'm attracted to them. I mean that they're good at their jobs and that they're stand-up individuals. I was that for the record. I'm not attracted to either one of them. I just want to make it aware that I think they're stand-up, fine men, but not fine in the sense that I'm attracted. Just fine that they are good guys.
They do look sharp.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, can you please state your name for the record?
All right, I'm Titus Schwinghammer, senior attorney in Los Santos.
Sir, in the Bronx
Oliver
too?
Hall.
Oliver Hall. Thank you. All right.
Just for the record, Oliver Hall is a paralegal under my supervision at this time. He does not actually have his bar license, just for the record.
Thank you. Thank you for standing for the record. Kyle, we are investigating the incident where an off-duty EMS by the name of Kiki Pendragon was found dumped in the ocean. And we'd like to know more about that situation by asking these questions and investigating further. So let's start with...
so what happened?
Well, I'll tell you what happened, but first I need you to answer a couple of my questions.
All right.
Where were you on May
I wasn't made
12th?
aware of this.
Where were you on May 12th between the hours of 6 p.m. Eastern and 8 o'clock Eastern?
I know, Bass. I don't know where I was 6 hours ago.
So you
I'm a
don't
busy
know.
guy. I'm the fucking sheriff.
Do you know where you were at all on May 12th, or would you like maybe a memory jogging of events that happened that day?
I mean, if you guys want to try and jog my memories, then jog away. I mean,
I believe I was on duty at the time, but I was told that this is the day that the Paleto Bay Sheriff's Office was blown up.
That's right. That's when 4 explosive went off inside the police sheriff's office.
wait, isn't that the day after?
No, that was the same day.
Okay. Say so.
Do you recall being on duty that day?
Yes, I do.
And do you remember what your day was like? You know, your patrol, what you did, who you arrested, who you talked to?
A pretty normal day. Don't remember much as I do a lot, but I do remember the police department smoldering in ashes.
Which police department?
Paleto Bay Sheriff's Office, my home.
Were you on scene? Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was not on scene. Trying to say that I blew up my own building? I don't get any money for that.
No, that's not what I'm trying to say. We're trying.
Wait, do I?
No,
no, because the state paid
Do we have
for it.
insurance? Oh, hold on, time out. Do we have insurance on that fucking building? And is my name on it?
Probably not.
You would know that, right?
Yeah, you should
Do you
know
have
that.
insurance on it?
Yeah, I wish I could have pulled like a 9/11 on that shit and filed it a month in advance. That would have been really fucking beneficial to me. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we're just trying to help you like narrow down what you were doing because, as you said, you do a lot that day. I guess. Do you remember how long? Like, were you ever on scene like after the building blew up that day that you recall?
Yeah, I saw it.
What did you see?
Do you remember? Well, how long after the building blew up were you on scene up there?
Could have been any time. I'm not even sure really what time it blew up, so I can't answer that question directly.
Fair enough. I guess what did you see when you were up there then?
Moldering pile of ashes, fire, my nameplate in the rubble. Several chairs, Herman Miller Aerons. On fire.
Those are good chairs, yeah.
How does that make you
the
feel?
media
Seeing
standard.
how does that make you feel? Seeing your apartment building, $11 million in dust. How does that make you feel on the inside?
I think about it. When I close my eyes, I can my dream. Everything I wanted. Paleto could have been something.
Good. This is good. This is where I'm going. This is good.
Killed everything about it. Farmer's market. Dunzo. The criminal Andy
This
Jones
is good.
bitch ex-mayor.
This is good.
Market Dunzo. The building. Ruin. The only thing that's there is a gas station. And a Benny's. Nobody goes up there. You did my job. You didn't even do the jaywalking stuff. I asked. That's all we had. Jaywalkers. They could not. They had to use a fucking crosswalk. And these sons of bitches could not walk their fat asses the couple extra 100
It's not wrong about Paleto.
in order to fucking do it. So the jaywalking unit was very successful. We handed out more jaywalking tickets than anyone else. Jaywalking is a gateway crime, gentlemen.
I'm with you.
I don't disagree. Yeah.
I take it very seriously. And how does that make you feel, Kyle, on the inside? With everything going on,
Should have been
Paleto.
your building.
What else?
It should have been your buildings that got blown up, not mine. I'm the good one.
Why
I'm
was
the
your
good
building
one.
picked? Could have been the new building and
It should have been yours. It should have been
Davis.
fucking yours.
Could have been Mission PD, Bob Smith, the La Mesa building, SDSO, but instead they chose the Bay. How does that make you feel?
Doesn't make me feel good, but Michael Simone's had my number for a while. Son of a bitch. He's going to get what's coming to him. Next time there's a transport, I'm just going to fly his ass there.
Hey, air transport's still a transport.
That's one way to avoid a broke out from the prison transport. Now, Kyle, let's go back to when you got on
I'm
scene.
going to strap that fucker to the jet and have it flown there. after it does several laps at Mach 2 in the airspace of the city, and then take him there.
Might have a parachute. Just be careful. So let's go back to the rubbles and the bombing of the Polito Sheriff's Office, right? You were there on scene. Did you see anybody afterwards?
Unsure.
I guess to narrow it down a little, we are investigating attempted murder of Kiki Pendragon, I believe is her last name.
I did see Mayhem. They
Okay.
were around. I did see Mayhem.
Any members that you recognize?
No, they all look the same to me. Every dumb fuck that wears fucking leather pants and a fucking cut looks the same.
I fucking feel that one. Same cut, same bike, same everything. Jesus.
Sometimes a dopey fucking cowboy hat.
Did you ever
or a
see?
bandana.
Did you ever see Kiki Pendragon at any point that day that the sheriff's office blew up?
Buddy, I can't remember the last time I saw Kiki Pendragon. I saw her at a court case, and then I saw her, I think, on duty once or twice at Pillbox.
What about a fella by the name of Vincent Diaz? White
He's
hair.
not gonna know who the fuck that is.
Who the fuck is Vincent Diaz?
Hispanic male, whitish hair. Was wearing dark clothing on the same night.
I believe he has an MDW profile picture if you wanted to look
What's
it
his
up.
name? I'll look at.
Vincent Diaz.
The Diaz. Can you spell Diaz?
If you just search a DIAZ, you'll see it as Vincente Diaz. Oh, great. He doesn't even have a profile picture. Jesus Christ. Oh, well.
I recognize this man.
Oh, yeah? I just see him a lot.
He's in our placeholder image.
Yeah.
I was wondering when we were going to get this guy.
I finally got him.
I were to get a picture of him and ask you again, would you be okay with that?
That's fine. I mean, I'm not going to know who the guy is.
I guess maybe to narrow it down a little more, do you ever remember, same time frame, ever being at the now abandoned farmers market? Either the entrance, the exit, amongst the stalls.
You're gonna have to try and narrow down a date because I've been there quite a few times.
Well, it's the same day that the building blew up. It's after it would have been abandoned, right? So there probably would not have been many people there, if any.
Gotcha. I've been thinking about turning Polito into a tourist city and taking it. I'm not sure. You guys familiar with Tombstone? Tombstone. You guys familiar with that?
Yep,
It's like a tourist city. I was thinking about paying actors.
Yeah,
I was thinking about starting a business where I pay people to play actors up there, and then people can go up to Polito and get the real, the full experience for a cost, of course.
Okay, so but I guess that around that time that the building blew up, you were in the farmers market then, or you don't remember?
No, I mean, I was nowhere near the building when it exploded. I was not a part of the whole explosion thing. I was, wish I knew what I was doing, out of all honesty, but I was not there for that. It's 100% definitely.
Right, I'm saying though, like after you came up, you see the building blown up, it's very emotional. Did you like maybe take a stroll around Polito, like through the farmers market? Okay.
I don't believe so. I just went back on patrol, crying probably.
Do you remember
dreams?
Do you remember who you were patrolling with that day, if anyone?
Patrolled with quite a few people that day.
Kyle, when you saw the building collapse and the rubble and everything going on, did you grab any alcohol, start drinking at all?
I mean, I always have alcohol. I always stay below the legal limit. If you guys want to try and take my driver's license for being under the legal limit, I will see you in fucking court. All right, I can blow a 0.07 right now. Okay.
Now we know that you have a gambling problem, Kyle. Do you have an alcohol problem?
Okay.
Do you have a drinking problem?
It's not a problem if he's winning.
I have a lot of vices, and they are disabilities. And I will not have my handicaps. I have a pass that I carry. I will not have my handicaps mocked.
I see. How often do you drink on duty?
Okay, whoa. Brad, that's what I'm gonna be like. You probably shouldn't answer that unless they can show some relevance directly to this case.
I mean, we can move on. Like, if he doesn't remember where he was, or if he can't really give us like a timeline, Bass, maybe just ask him if he was at the location where the body was found and see if he saw anything there.
Brad, could you pull out your GPS real quick? Actually, here. You don't have your phone.
Here, just so you guys can see, there's my handicap pass right there.
Oh, it's good for a couple of years. It looks like.
Yeah.
Here's your phone back.
You can maybe send a.
If you pull your phone, I give you your phone. I'll pull up your phone and look at the GPS. And then go north of the military base on Great Ocean Highway.
Can I just use the MD? Okay, so GPS north of where?
North of the military base on Great Ocean Highway.
What?
south
this
of Lumberyard?
Off of Ratton.
Oh,
This
actually,
road off Ratton Pass.
past the Renton Bridge. Do you see where it says Chiliad Mount Stewart Wilderness, right?
Yeah, I see
To the
that.
west of that, there's gonna be a dirt path that leads down to up here. You see that? Just south of the
Yeah, I
Polito Cove.
see. Okay. So you're not talking. So, just for clarification's sake, you're talking about the white path, not the brown path, because that's the one I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the white path.
Just for complete clarity here, I sent Bass and Pred here. I sent a picture of like where the dock is, so
Yeah,
that
check your email.
we can see. Yeah, I'll send it to you as well,
Gotcha, we'll take a
Swinghammer. Yeah.
All right. It's specifically the dock up there, correct? That you're talking about, the location?
It's just southwest of Polito, but I'll send it to you.
All right, that's the one. That's the one that I think all right. Yeah, that one. Because I thought it was the one that was to the south a little bit more, because there's that dirt one that leads by that island.
Yeah, it's southwest of the Lumberyard, basically, and he's straight west of the Chiliad Mount Stewart Wilderness, the newest colony. You see the picture?
I see it. Yeah, I saw the picture.
Go ahead, Lance.
Well, I mean, that's the location. I guess. Do you recall ever being at that location the day that the Polito Bay Sheriff's Office blew up?
Why would I go there?
That's not what we're asking. We're asking you yes or no.
No.
Ooh!
All right, Titus, I sent you where it is. If you want to send that to your
Wait, are we
legal
talking
aid for
about
reference,
Kiki
that's fine.
Chanel?
No.
No, Pendragon.
Kiki Pendragon. So you weren't there, Kyle.
No, I don't believe so. No.
Okay. What is your relationship with Kiki Pendragon?
Well, she is a no good EMS snake.
Why do you say that?
I don't like her.
What happened?
She lied about me in court and got me charged.
Just for reference, would that be the Pablo Loco case?
I believe it is. I was in
yeah.
attendance for that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what happened during that Pablo Loco case?
What do you mean? She lied on the stand.
How did that make you feel?
I mean, I don't like any of these EMS except for like a few of them. So I mean, I don't really trust them. Most of the times they fuck up our investigations by moving bodies and shit. So why this woman would lie about me in court, who knows? Whatever.
Basically
Put her
a
under the
Riv
fucking
fan.
bridge. I just call her a bitch when I see her every once in a while, and then go about my day.
When was the last time you saw Kiki?
I already answered that question.
He said the court case and maybe 1 or 2 times off duty, but nothing. He's never had a conversation with her. Yeah.
Yeah, he said when she was on duty at Pillbox, he might have seen her once or twice, but that was it. Yeah.
So, Kyle, would you say you hold a resentment toward Kiki?
I mean, I don't like her. I don't know what you mean. You got to define resentment, because I feel like you're trying to put words in my mouth as if like.
Well, I'm just trying to
that's some
understand a
type of
relationship
motive.
because it seems like she cost you a court case by testifying against you, right?
It's 20,000, I think, right? Swinghammer.
Something like that. Yeah, it wasn't.
That's for the punitive
It's
damages.
it's the last court case I've gone to, so 20,000, I think.
I guess. Do you think anything should happen to Kiki as a result of that court case? I know it's a little had a statue probably by now, but if you were, God King of Los Santos, what would you do to punish Kiki for the perjury she did?
I mean, perjury's fucked up. I mean, in any instance of the police investigation and courtroom stuff, you should be as truthful as you can be. And her outright lying on the stand is pretty unacceptable. My honest opinion.
I would agree, 100%. Our word is our bond, as they say.
Kyle, something is not adding up here, okay? I'm looking at the evidence presented today, and I'm just looking at the interviews I've had so far. And it's to believe that you made contact with Kiki Pendragon at the Polito Medical Center between the hours of 6 p.m. Eastern and 8 o'clock Eastern, to where she pulled in to the Polito Medical Center and spoke with you. And it started off with a civil talk to where it transpired into something more physical, to where it turned into an altercation between the two of you. As a result, she was physically hurt. Then, shortly afterwards, her body was discovered by a fisherman at the pier. Mind explaining what happened?
Okay, before we do this, is there any actual evidence that links my client to the scene you're speculating on here, Baas?
The testimony of the victim.
The victim who committed perjury on the stand.
Yeah,
I don't
the person
believe she
who
committed
doesn't
perjury.
like me.
How do you say she committed perjury when there's no charge being pressed against her? How do you know that?
Schwinghammer was there. We both know she committed it.
Yeah,
we
I was
both
just
know
gonna say,
she
I was
doesn't
there.
like me. Yeah. Schwinghammer was there.
Like, you do know the background of why she doesn't like Kyle, right? And
Yeah.
why she would have reason
Let me
to...
let me pull up one of the pieces of evidence actually that states that she was meeting with Kyle. We got a text message.
Wait, you just said there wasn't evidence. Wait,
Was.
what is it? Is there evidence or not?
I said there is evidence actually.
You said other than her word, there wasn't any.
No, I said that. No, what are you talking about? How are you trying to twist my words right now, Schwinghammer? I said there is
Baas,
evidence.
You said the only evidence was her statement. I asked you point blank if there was any physical evidence linking my client to the location, to the scene that you're describing.
I said-
and you said her testimony.
Yes, and I was going to continue, but you interrupted me by saying she committed perjury.
Okay, well, what other evidence was there then?
Apologies, Fred, but can I get your phone back, I guess, now that we've seen where the location is?
Yeah. Here you go.
Yeah,
Just
that's
go
fine.
ahead. I'll put that down for you.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, I got it. I'll give it back up.
So we have, like I said, the victim testimony and a text message from the victim to her girlfriend stating that she's meeting
Doesn't
with
that
Fred.
strike you as a little odd?
Okay, let's let him finish with what he's
Let me
going
finish.
here, okay?
Okay. All right. Yeah.
she
my
was
apologies.
meeting with Fred between the hours of 6 p.m. Eastern, like I said, and 8 o'clock Eastern. Okay.
To be blunt, that's still like I'll come in on the fence as I usually do, right? It's still technically a form of witness testimony, right? But it's just in text form instead of verbal form, right?
Sure.
Look, we're just trying to do our due diligence. This is a attempted ocean dump of an off-duty, or I guess successful ocean dump, attempted murder of an off-duty EMS. We're investigating. Fred's name come up. We're just hoping for an alibi, right? Like calls you went to that day, people you're patrolling with who corroborate that, like anything that we can investigate that could say like, okay, you're ruled out, and we can move on with our investigation.
I mean, were there any police reports in that time that could have maybe, like, obviously maybe Pred might not have done them, but maybe he was present at those calls? Was there anything happening around then? Have you guys looked into anything like that?
Well, that's why we're like,
That's why we're asking the questions, right?
We're canvassing a little bit, but I definitely was not on duty when this happened, so it's hard for us to like go to every officer and every report that was done and say, hey, it was Pred on scene. So
Right.
we're just hoping for at least
can I
some
say
guidance.
something real fast?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, okay. This is what I'm gathering here. I'm being accused of attempted murder, right? That's what I'm being accused of?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Based on what? Listen, here's the thing, right? I'm going to be honest with you, Bass. All right? If you were on the other side of this, I would recuse myself of the investigation because, we have history. If you did this and I got caught wind of it, that I wouldn't be out to be logical. That I would be out to fuck you, right? That.
But you and I are
100%.
different, Kyle.
One second, please. Just as I know you are out to fuck me.
That's not true.
Oh, 100%.
It's
you're
not true.
definitely
I'm
in
not
this to
coming
fuck
from your
me
badge.
because
I'm holding
it's
you
one-
accountable
it's
for your
one-
actions. That's all it is.
Look. I didn't
all it
do
is.
anything. Yeah, and I didn't do anything. Okay.
Why, am I
Here's the
placing you
thing.
in cuffs?
I think
am I
you guys
pressing charges?
are grasping at fucking straws here.
I disagree.
And I'm bewildered by this whole thing. So, like, tell me what you have. Okay, and then we can fucking go forward.
Well, I'm trying to tell you what I have. I'm trying to establish a timeline. I'm trying to get your alibi. I'm trying to ask you questions based on the incident that took place.
Bass, what did you do yesterday at 8 p.m. CST?
I was sleeping.
What did you do at 12 p.m. CST?
I was sleeping.
A long nap. Get something to hide.
I don't. But it's not about me, Kyle. I'm not here the person being asked these questions, okay? It's about you.
But
I'm not out to get your
my
badge.
dad did tell me that you ocean dumped, Dundee. So I mean, like, what you could
does
have
that
tried to
matter?
pin this shit
Right
on
here.
me.
Why does that matter right here, okay? We're talking about you.
Because it does. Because I mean,
going
you could
based on
be the
evidence and
professional
facts.
here trying to say, "Hey, I'm going to pin it on the sheriff."
Here's the thing, Kyle. I'm not the person who's being accused of these crimes, okay? If I was, it'd be a different story. I'm going out based on evidence and facts presented to me. And I'm not trying to go for your job. I'm trying to hold you accountable for your actions. And I'm going with the logical route, not the emotional route. I'm taking my time with it. I'm asking everybody. If I was going based on pure raw emotions, I would be arresting you right now. But I'm not. Because
But it sounds like.
how so?
So you
By
admit
bringing
to
you
being
a voluntary
emotional
interview
motive.
down at Mission PD, asking you questions, trying to see if the story lines up, trying to see if there's any enough probable cause to believe you're behind it. That's
Look,
being
buddy,
emotional.
all right, listen,
That's
we're
being
getting a little
logical,
off
Kyle.
track here. Listen, well, let's be logical. He's right, Schwinghammer. Let's be logical. All right.
So let's dial it back. So Bass, was there other evidence that you said there was this report,
There's a text
their
message.
testimony, and this
There's
text
two
message
witnesses that saw Kyle during that day, during that incident.
that saw him what exactly?
Well, there was an altercation with the first victim, and then a second altercation with the second victim. And then prior
Now
to...
there's another victim.
There's two victims involved, correct? The first
Okay.
victim
See
being
anything? I mean, like,
Vincent
corroborate.
Diaz, and the second victim being Kiki Pendragon.
Okay, and this was at the farmer's market, which is why you were asking questions
Correct.
about this. Is that
Vincent
correct?
Diaz was the farmer's market, and the second one was the Polito Medical Center, being Kiki Pendragon.
That's where it was alleged. Yes.
And these all occurred after the Polito Bay
Bombing.
office was bombed.
Correct.
As far as I understand it, yes, which is why we're trying to get the alibis for those time
Okay.
frame.
And we have
Okay.
timestamps, text messages, and victim testimony placing Kyle at the Polito Bay when this happened.
But you said there was an altercation that occurred, right?
Right, the first altercation with Vincent Diaz where he was assaulted with a baton. The second one, the same for Kiki, but instead, she was sticking somewhere else, an ocean dump near that pier.
All right. So were those scenes properly investigated? Was evidence collected?
Absolutely.
Okay.
This is part of this investigation. So again, I know you're doing your job, Tice, but we're trying to get an alibi here, okay? Is he willing to provide an alibi for this time or not? That's really what it boils down to.
All right, Pred. What do you have to say about that?
All right, I wish I could 100% tell you what I was doing, okay? But I don't honestly know 100% what I was doing at the exact time that these events occurred.
I would remember if I ocean
wish
dumped
I
somebody,
could.
Kyle. I would remember if I beat the shit out of somebody with a baton.
Well, I've already answered that I didn't do any of those things.
And again, just so we can maybe narrow it down, like during that day, do you know of any officer who you were riding with for more than like a couple minutes who might be able to say like, yeah, Pred was, here at around this time, or oh, we were doing this, or we were working on this case around these hours? Like, any names you could give us to go off of to maybe provide an alibi for you?
Fortunately, I'm going to have to recuse myself from answering that question.
All right, yeah, I mean, you're not.
The thing about it,
forcing
Kyle,
you
is
to.
ignorance is not a defense you can use here, okay? Because you're looking at serious charges.
What's not a defense? What's not a defense? Defense I can use here.
You not hear what I said?
He's
No,
saying
I didn't.
ignorance is no excuse, Pred. That's the.
Ignorance is no excuse for ocean
that's-
dumping and EMS. I agree, but I didn't do it.
No, I'm talking about recalling the event, what happened. I mean, I would have remembered the day my building was bombed. I would remember the timeline.
Yeah,
the
but I
events.
wasn't there for it. I wasn't.
You were there
for
afterwards.
It. I mean,
It was it. I'm
yeah,
sure.
but I don't know what time afterwards, Bass. That's the thing. I don't know what time I was there. I was there either hours
Well, I can
or
tell
an
you,
hour
the
afterwards.
bombing happened between 4 and I believe 6 o'clock Eastern. That's when the bombing
That
took
doesn't
place.
help.
I'm giving you a timeline as far as when it happened because I was part of the incident that took place with Brian and Gunner.
What? So you were there when Polito was bombed?
Correct, but I was watching
So,
the
so
southern.
you know I wasn't there.
I never said you were there. I'm saying after the fact you were there.
Ask me if I was, but you know I'm not there.
No, I'm saying that I would remember.
Are you trying to say I blew up my own building? That's what I really think you guys are
Oh,
trying
this
to do. Like,
tactic
is
is
this
filling my mind with bullshit. It's not gonna
All right,
work
look,
on me,
hold
damn
on.
it. Okay,
Time out,
so
time out, time out.
there's no timeout.
Is
There's
this
no
whole thing made up to
no.
try and get me for being alleged? Do you think I'm co-conspiring with
no,
Michael
I
Simone
never
to
said
blow
that.
up my own
Okay,
building?
you're pulling
No,
shit up your
this
That's what
ass.
it sounds like.
We're just
This has
focusing on two
nothing to
victims.
do with the Michael Simone investigation.
Yeah.
All right, well, because I'm
Fred, I
getting
think-
mixed signals. Because
honestly,
I would
Fred,
do a
okay,
tactic like
wait,
this. I
Fred.
would make up something.
I would never
fucked
make
like
up
this.
shit like that,
The
Kyle. I'm not
only
like you,
reason they're
okay?
bringing up, just wait a sec. The only reason they're bringing up the bombing is to try to help you establish the timeline, which is what they're asking for. Okay.
Exactly. I'm
let's
telling-
not
I'm
worry
telling you the
about,
hours-
Um.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I was just saying, let's not worry about them trying to charge you for that. I don't think that's their intent. They're worried about this other case with Kihi. But they're using that
just
to
sounds
try to
made
prompt
up.
your memory. That's
It's not
all.
made
It
up
just sounds
because
made
there's
up.
reports, and I was there on scene. I told you the timeline between 4 and 5 o'clock Eastern is when the incident transpired with the Polito being blown up, the Polito Bay Sheriff's Office.
You got any pictures?
Yes, there's a report about it actually.
All right, Can I read the report?
Sure, it's a Michael Simone bombing report number 45304.
No, the Kiki one. The Kiki one.
Oh, that one you can't read. It's an ongoing investigation.
Okay.
If anything is supposed to be public, then you can see it. But right now, it's under the scope.
I don't even believe this is real, if I'm being honest with you.
Why is that?
I believe this is. I honestly believe that this is made up, and you guys are trying to get me for co-conspiracy for terrorism.
We're not talking about the bomb in the building, Kyle. I'm talking about what happened to Vincent Diaz and Kiki Pendragon.
I don't
The
even
two
know who he
victims
is.
that met your wrath on that day. The two people that got seriously hurt because of you.
Sounding a little emotionally involved. You're saying the two victims that met my wrath. What wrath?
Wrath of your
What
rage.
wrath?
The wrath of your rage after you lost your building, Kyle. Okay?
I mean, you're kind of putting emotions in him there.
I'm not.
Bass. He didn't admit to any rage. No, he didn't admit to any rage at all. You asked him many times how he felt. Not once did he use the word rage. Okay, you're really grasping now. Okay.
I'm grasping for anything. I'm just seeking the truth. And Kyle, I'd like to remind you that you've been Mirandized and there's a recording on. And
It's fine.
it is within the best interest of you and the rest of the PD and who you are and what you bring to the table every single day to lead by example and tell the truth.
I didn't do it.
Didn't do what?
I didn't do any of this shit. I didn't beat up Nate Diaz. I didn't shoot Nate Diaz. I didn't beat him with a baseball bat.
How often do you carry a baton on you?
That's standard issue police equipment.
Yeah, I mean, pretty often.
It's not required.
Okay, but how many of your officers out
What?
there are wearing a baton on them right now, Bass?
I don't know. It's something that you can carry on duty instead of a flashlight or have both.
So it's something completely allowed to have on their person.
Yeah, I'm asking because it's a preference
Okay.
thing when it comes to patrol and the kind of gear you operate with.
I mean, I love my nightstick. Yeah, I fucking.
You have it on you right now?
I fucking love the. Yeah, I have a nightstick on me right now.
Would you be okay if I took it
Took it for what?
and examined it?
He's looking to find any evidence of blood or otherwise on there, Mr. Pred. But he doesn't have a warrant for it, so you're not required to turn it over, but you could voluntarily do it if you so desired.
No, I'll ask for a warrant.
Why is that, Kyle? If you got nothing to hide, then if you didn't do it, why say
Because-
no?
This is like my
because
third
you're
nightstick
already
this
coming
fucking
at
week.
him with all sorts of made-up allegations, Bass. You never know what you're
Absolutely,
going to
that's
do
what
if
you
you
think.
volunteer.
Kyle,
it.
if anything, I am your ally here. I'm trying to help you. Okay, we're trying to clear the suspicion and these accusations are being thrown at you. So if anything, cooperation is key, and honesty is the best policy here.
Listen, look, Bass. I don't believe that. All right, I believe you're out to just fuck me.
Why?
All
Why would
right?
I do
and like
that?
I said,
I need you, and you need me, Kyle.
honestly, look. We both do need each other, but I do know, all right, that you're like the Wile E. Coyote, and I'm the Road Runner. You wouldn't know what to do if you did catch me.
Sometimes you're right.
running laps around this. I'm running laps around. You're painting tunnels on walls, and I'm just running right through them. And then you try, and you just bonk, bonk.
Kyle, I'd like to remind you, I'm not going for your job. I'm just holding you accountable for your actions. Just like I expect you to hold me accountable for many actions I take. If I go out there and do something that is corrupt, violent, I commit any felonies, I expect you
already
and the rest.
have.
Where's the proof?
I mean, I think there's proof. I don't know. I guess you're right. They're rumors. But I don't think the Malfurion stuff's rumors. But
And he was tried in court for that.
In Bass's defense on that, he was convicted of that. He served his time, and he's back in the force, right? Like,
Yeah, I've done my time. That was
he
the
was
past.
held
I
accountable
learned from
for
it.
the cat stuff.
I was. I mean, I was under your reign,
I remember,
Kyle, when it
I
happened.
remember when I. Yep.
Yeah,
I remember
I
when
came to you.
Wrangler assigned the punishments.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember that.
You're also the reason that I don't trust the word of any cop ever again, Bass.
What the hell are you
Except for
talking
maybe
about?
Jenny. Except for maybe Jenny.
Okay, well, Titus, it's your opinion.
He doesn't even trust me, and I'm fine with that because when I'm in the
All right,
interrogation
you were
room,
the one that
I'm
lied
like
to me about it when we were up there about it, Bass. Sad you don't remember.
Yeah, because I don't remember lying to you. That's why. Anyways,
When I'm on the other side of the interrogation room, I'm like a lioness in the bushes, waiting for a gazelle to get a drink of water. And then I'm out there, quick, fast, and dirty. Got gazelle blood all over my flowery, supple mane.
Kyle, how much you care about being sheriff?
Care very much about being sheriff because,
Why is that? Why do you care so much?
well, wish I didn't care as much, but I have, 100 and something people that need me. You know something?
Right, you
I
said it
need
yourself. 100 plus people need you. And how do you think those people would
100 plus?
feel if they knew their sheriff was up to no good?
Because I'm not up to no good.
I'm asking you a question.
How would they feel if I was up to no good?
Yes.
They'd probably help me hide the murder weapons.
So you're saying that everybody in your police department is corrupt?
That's
Nope.
no.
Then what are you trying to, what are you trying to say here, Kyle? What are you alluding to?
Not alluding to anything. I'm just saying my people love me.
They love you enough to look the other way when a crime is being committed?
Yeah, I think
Well, I mean,
so.
we were
but
all
I don't,
being
I don't commit
hypothetical,
crime.
so we're
Why
in
do you
more
think that's the case?
hypotheticals here.
Why do you think that's the case,
I mean,
Kyle?
I don't commit crime. I've never committed crime. I mean, can I borrow your MDW real quick, Bass?
Sure. Here you go.
All right, thank you. I mean, I've never committed a crime. I
never said
all
you did. I'm
the-
just saying, what makes the people in your department love you? What is it that...
what makes the people in my department love me?
Why are people
wish
willing
I
to fall on
knew.
the sword on you for you, Kyle? And why is it that
Hey, look, I wish I
they
knew.
depend on you? Don't you think you
I
owe
mean,
them
I'm
something
the-
back for being who you are and trying to lead them on the right path? Don't you think you
I
should
do
lead them by
lead 'em down the
example
right path.
and be the shining star they can look up and, it could be their beacon?
Apparently, I'm 2022 January cuck of the month. Who put this shit here?
Huh.
Cuck of the month for January 22.
I remember that.
Well,
Who
total
runs our Cook
badass.
of the Month awards?
I
I was
didn't
gonna say,
know
who-
there was an award for it. I never got a fucking trophy. Didn't even
Who
get
won
a fucking
April?
certificate. Yeah, and I was voted sexiest man in Los Santos 2022 and 2021.
Congrats. At least you have air.
2020 and 2021. I got to get 2022 under my belt. I'd have some issues. My emergency contacts are wrong. Jenny Hall's not on there. Matt Rhodes isn't on there.
Probably
My
just
old,
out of
my old,
date.
my old slam piece is on there though.
Kyle, can I ask you a question again?
Yeah, sure.
Let's say the roles were reversed, okay? And I'm sitting in your chair right now, and you have enough evidence or facts or
Grill your
testimony
ass.
to believe that I was behind, physically assaulting an off-duty EMS, then taking her body and traveling southbound on Gresham Highway, arriving at a pier, and throwing out the body to the fishes. How would you feel?
I'd be frothing at the mouth.
Why is that?
I'd be ready to pounce on that shit in a second.
But he did already say that he would recuse himself from actually bringing any charges against you, though.
Why is
He would
that,
let his
Kyle?
other people handle that.
Don't you think we should hold each other accountable for our actions?
Oh, agreed. Yeah, but I mean, sometimes if like if you're too invested in something, I'd probably have to recuse myself, despite not really wanting to. But I'd just be involved it from the shadows,
As
pulling
much
the
as
strings like a fucking puppet master.
yeah, as much as I hate going down like hypothetical routes like Titus here, like what if you get into a world where no one wants to touch it because it's Bass, he's the chief of police, he's a powerful man, right? If no one else wants to do it, do you just say like fuck it, I'll do it myself then, since no one else will? If the choice is if the choice is I investigate this or no one else does, like what then?
Well, then you're forced.
Okay.
Yeah, then you're kind of forced to do that. Force. There's no other option.
Yeah, I was just
have to
curious where
do
your head was
diligence.
at. Yeah.
All right, let's go back to Kiki Pendragon in your relationship with her, okay, Kyle? Did you ever send a
Sure,
text
let's
message?
talk about that green-haired bitch.
Did you ever send a text message to Kiki Pendragon asking to meet up with her?
Huh?
Did you ever send a text message to Kiki Pendragon asking to meet with her?
I don't have her number.
So you've never sent her a message at all?
No.
Okay. Would you be okay with us going through your phone?
I don't give a look. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna make anything easy for you, but I ain't texted this woman.
That's all I'm asking. I'm asking if you'd be okay with
I mean,
us
if you want to
going
go through it for that date, be my guest, I guess. I don't fucking care.
What about
I
a
don't got
month
anything to hide.
ago?
What do you mean a month ago?
Well, we have information.
I asked her a month ago to meet me on what date?
It
I believe it was the 12th.
Yep.
All right, I don't give permission for any of this now. I would have given you a day, but now I'm not going to give you shit.
So you've been okay if I went a month ago as far as the subpoena for your phone records?
I think
Yeah,
he said
you
he
can
was willing
file
to give you
whatever
the
you
day of, but he's not going to let you go from a month ago to try to connect it to something from the 12th. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just check her phone. If she has a text message from me telling her to meet her there, then go for it. I mean, if
Well,
if
you
we
say
got
you've
that-
never talked to the girl. You haven't seen her. You've never had any.
Yeah, I've never talked to her.
Right.
I've never talked to her. I've never sent that woman. Why would I send that woman a text? She's not my mom or Angel.
I mean, there is a bit of a motive, right? There was a court case, and you believe she lied on stand, and I'm sure that you weren't very happy about what happened, right?
If you
If
want to
we're
believe
gonna-
that that's a motive, then be my guest. I'm
If
a
we're going to
cop.
talk about hypothetical motives here, Bass, what about her motive to frame Bass for all of this?
What are you talking about, Titus?
Frame.
Right.
He's
It's
meant to say
frame
frame
pred,
pred.
but,
I
yeah.
meant to say frame
So,
pred.
yeah, I meant to say frame pred. Sorry, yeah, if I misspoke, I apologize. I meant to
good.
say frame pred.
Why would she try to frame Pred?
You not know why?
You could tell us why if you know. Because like where's working off the
Correct-
information
correct
that's
me
in the
if
court
I'm wrong.
case.
And wait, Pred, can I share about why she doesn't like you?
Yeah, you can go for it. I mean, she made it very clear in that court case that
Yeah.
she
So I'm
hates
saying
my
like we
fucking
we only
guts.
have like what's
so
on
It's
the
actually on
docket.
record.
So Pred,
Yeah.
while on duty and with his full legal rights, opened fire on her mother, I believe, or friend. What was her relation again? I can't remember. Pred, do you remember what the relation was?
The mad woman in that wheelchair
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
at me.
Well, let's just say a family member. Just
Yeah, a close contact for close family member.
Family
Pred
relative,
shot the mad woman in the wheelchair, and she unfortunately lost
Yeah, there's
her
more
life.
to Kiki. Trust me.
This was all previous to the court case where Kiki allegedly committed the perjury.
What was the name of the lady in the wheelchair? Does anyone remember?
Hannah Baker.
Hannah-
and it was
Baker.
Hannah Baker.
It was ruled as excessive force but self-defense.
Oh, so there was already a case on Hannah Baker?
Yes, I did
Okay.
it. It was sent off to IA and they were okay with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, she tried to swing a machete. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah. So
that
Pred
that brain damaged
Yeah.
paraplegic came at me in a wheelchair, and I did what I do best.
and
was-
all
I
that
aimed-
also came out
I
at
aimed
the
my gun
court
down
case
at a
as well.
45-degree angle, and I shot her in the head.
No. Stop.
Well, good thing there's no charge pressed against you regarding that.
I would have beat it. It was self-defense. There was 8 people there when it happened.
All right.
So
The EMS. Can I say something real quick? The
Go
EMS
for it.
in general don't like me due to the root cause of me murdering Hannah Baker in that lobby. I actually saw an EMS pull a gun after it happened too. I didn't get his name though, but an EMS pulled a gun, and from what I heard, that these individuals were corroborating lies about me that were blatant to try and get me convicted. So I don't know what the motive is that the EMS have such a hate boner for me, but that's exactly everything that I heard. And I would not put it past this woman to try and do the same. I mean, she's an EMS, and she doesn't like me, and she actually made it clear in that court case. I'm sure you could actually get the court documents from that shit. She said on the stand that she didn't like me.
We will.
There was actually quite a few questions about their relationship there, and it's all very well documented. If you, yeah.
I got a few more questions for you before we wrap this up, unless Lance wants to step in.
No, I don't really have anything. We were only really interested in his alibi, right? He's kind of given that.
Yep. I do have one more question for you. Was William Gunner up in Polito the same time you were there?
Unsure.
Was Brian Knight up in Polito the same time you were up there?
I'm unsure. I don't know the time frame, Bass, so I don't know. Like I said, don't really remember too much.
Did you see any police officers or deputies after you arrived at Polito after the bombing of the Polito Sheriff's Office?
I gotta. I'm not entirely sure. Look, I mean, here's the thing, right? I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I generally don't 100% know.
No, that's
simple.
fine. That's fine. If you're going out based off memory, I can't blame you. I'm just trying to understand what happened that day. That's all it is.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we could, we'll try to talk to the other people who might have been on scene, see if they recognize, like, where Fred was at the time or where he went after or who else might have been on duty that day. We could canvas a little more. It's not that big a deal. We got still, like, what the fuck is it now? Like, 55 days or some shit?
Yeah, it's quite a while. Yeah.
Yeah. You can just keep canvassing.
I don't have any more questions. Unless
Yeah, I don't have any.
you have some questions for us, Kyle. Or
Yeah,
Titus.
yeah, I do.
Go ahead.
What proof, if any, is there?
2 victim statements, timestamp behind it, text message, and
A
possible
text message
motive.
from me.
Okay, wait. The text message was not related to Pred, right? That was like another thing with
This
Pred
was
with the third party
this
involved,
was the second victim texting her girlfriend saying that I'm met with Fred, or I'm about to meet with Fred, I should say, at Polito.
right? Okay.
All right, listen. I would never meet with that woman. I did not meet that woman. This whole thing is hoopla.
That's I think that's a good way to end it, actually. All right, I think we're done here. Shut it off. All right.
And like I was saying, Kyle, this is a recording. It's done now. We're not trying to go for your job or your badge. If anything, we're trying to help clear any suspicion. Or if there's any enough probable cause behind it, we're just trying to hold you accountable for your actions. That's all it is. I keep saying that's all it is, like I'm in fucking RDR. You understand?
I understand you. I get you. I'm on the same page as you are. All
All right.
right.
I'm gonna grab that tape.
Well, thank you for your time.
But I would like a copy of this.
Yeah,
My
absolutely.
lawyers.
Yeah, of course. We'll give you a copy.
Perfect. Titus, if you're good with getting that
the
copy
interview
of that
tape?
recording.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll get it.
copy.
Yeah,
of the
I'll
interview tape,
grab it.
please.
I'll have him make 2 copies.
Perfect. Yeah.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
A lot of criminals don't know that you can request a copy of the fucking interview.
Honestly,
tapes. They
I
never
didn't
fucking
know
do.
this. Well, sorry, I don't say I didn't know this. I've never requested it on their behalf before, so
Yep,
maybe I should
yep.
start doing that more. Yeah, that's a good one.
100%. That's a legal right.
Mm-hmm.
Two-party authorization of recording. You're
Mhm.
legally allowed to have a copy.
We're gonna get Gunner next. Well, Kyle,
like a
thank you for
warrant,
coming
right?
down here. You know, volunteer compliance and all. I appreciate that. And if I have any more
Yeah, no
questions
problem,
for you,
Chief.
I know where to find you.
Yep, out on the streets, doing my damnedest, doing my job.
Hopefully.
All right, I had the tech back there transmit a copy on it just to your phone that I still had. So there it is. There should be a copy on there. If you have any issues, I'm sure you
Okay,
could talk to the tech.
Perfect. All right, that's good. That's good.
All right, I appreciate your time, gentlemen. And like I said, if there's any
Gotcha, be able to get all our
charges-
stuff back.
Yeah, I got my phone there from you there, Mountain.
Is your
Yeah,
radio back, Kyle?
they're in the box just with the tech out there. Just grab it on your way out.
Oh, okay, sure, absolutely.
Is your radio on the ground, Kyle? See it?
Oh, okay, thank you.
And like I said, if any charges are brought to light or anything like that, or we have no probable cause, I'll most likely go on the docket.
We'll let you know
Gotcha.
if that happens, though. It's not going to come out of nowhere.
Gotcha. I mean, if you guys want to take a case like this to the docket and put us all on public display as a incompetent police department, you want to do that image, then be my guest, Bass.
Think about the opposite, Kyle. Looking the other way could look a lot worse than this.
Very nice to meet all.
Oh, go for it, Jenny.
Pleasure to meet you all. Yeah, Jenny, if you could show them out, please.